Hey everybody, it's Roland the Real from Complete Trader Academy with another daily review. This is October 20, 2022. Obviously US 30 Dow Jones. All right, let's hop right into it here. So today we had a very similar day as yesterday. Price opened up here. Rallied up, took out this previous day's high. Didn't take out the previous day high of that, which I thought it would, but it didn't. And because it didn't, I knew we were looking for lower objectives. And then price rallied down and then settled right here. Almost took the previous day low, but it didn't. So stuck in that internal range there. All right, so as far as, let's go down to a smaller time frame so you can see how the great day went. Very similar to yesterday. I knew kind of easy order flow. So this is the 15-minute chart here, and we opened up here, gap down, filled it, went down, took down this internal low, right? Rallied up, broke that, came into a demand block here, rallied up, took that high, and we have all these highs here, all these lower highs here. So this is pretty much all like a liquidity pool. All the money sitting here. People are taking advantage of selling. I made great money from these sells as well, as if you watched the video from yesterday. Then 1 o'clock came, took out these highs, made a very substantial high. Again, screaming money sitting above. So price broke down, went into this demand block here. See this down candle right here? Nice, perfectly. This is London time, so I'm not awake yet. And now price rallied up, took out this high. Price rallied up again, took out this high. And I knew once we took that high with the bodies not closing above and leaving wicks, I knew we were going to look for either taking out this low or continue order flow because we got a break here. Let me just draw it for you. All right, so we got order flow happening, break of structure here. They like to take out the high before they come down. And then if this is a valid break of structure up, then we're looking for a demand block here. Price, sure enough, I picked this one because, and I was gonna pick this one, and I'm glad I didn't, but it would have been okay if I did, but I picked this one because I looked at it like, okay, we have this imbalance here. We know what I want. And at this time, this is when I'm looking at the charts. It's between 7 and 8 o'clock. Right, and I waited. I was patient because I knew like 8:30 was coming, which was this candle here. Sure enough, it sank it. So I figured it'd settle down at one of these blocks, and I didn't pick this one because I knew that price would A, like to take the imbalance, B, like to go underneath and take the people who were buying from this original block, because this block price rallied up and then went into this block. So you see that. So there was a lot of buyers here because they had confirmation of taking the buy here. So I figured, okay, let price take this low and then come into this block. So I was going to wait for the open here, which I didn't. I just pretty much got in as soon as it tapped this high. So if you look at this here, the numbers up here, the high of this candle is 34.16. And then the low, I hate when they do that. The low of this candle is 34.10. So you would have been in drawdown for 6 points, which is nothing in US 30 especially. So I put the stop loss underneath that block as well, because if it breaks that block, then you generally have a wrong direction. You're going to be wrong anyway. So yeah, it turned out great. And I knew I was going to try to take that above this high. So I had two highs that I was aiming for when I was buying. I was aiming for this high originally, but this at the least because I know this is an internal high. So because of that, they like to take this high at least, and then consider it as still in the range, right, from this high to this low, and they manipulate that way. So then they can have objectives coming down here. So when they took out this high, that was my least objective. When I saw that and I started to see it break down, I said, okay, well, just like yesterday, I'm gonna take the sell from here. So close this out, take my profit, because you must take your profit. And then I took this trade down, and my objectives was to take all the money sitting here. The one I originally took, this low, and these lows. Now I was gonna try to go for this low, but same story. They love to reverse before it takes out this type of low. So I knew what their game plan was, and sure enough, it was spot on. Great day, even better than yesterday. And this was at least, 600 points going this way down, and then going up was at least 400 points. So amazing day. Let me break it down real quick on a smaller time frame for this sell so you can see it. All right, so actually you need to see it kind of on a 1 minute, really. That's how I took the trade. So if you look here, price, remember, it took out that high, but it didn't go higher. Broke down. I could have been a seller right here, really, but I wanted more confirmation. So I let price come down, make the lower low, and then make the lower high, right? And then sure enough, here's my supply block perfectly. Hit the top of the candles. It wicked above a little bit, but no drawdown. Look at that. Look how nice that is. You see that? Let me get in close for you to really see that. So what's the open on this candle? The open on this candle is 37.71, and then the high of this candle is 37.73. So right when I saw that and it closed the way it closed, I entered. And then it wicked up for a moment, and then, which was nothing, and then started making structure. Low, high, low, high, low, high. Kept going down. And we just sank the rest of the day to take out that low. And then it decided to kind of break up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Now, as far as what do we consider happening tomorrow, I know last couple of days I haven't really been saying what's going to happen. I don't want to give signals because I'm not licensed to give you any advice for financial reasons, so I just leave that out. But if you were going to ask my opinion and not take the signal, because we have a place where you could get signals, but I assume that we're gonna, let me go back to a daily. You can see here that we have an objective of this imbalance between this daily imbalance right here, which is like it's gonna draw, price is gonna draw to that to fill it in. So we could see price coming down here to this area, or it can tap this demand block right here, which is the daily. It could tap this open. It could tap 50% of this candle. We don't know exactly. Or it could just start rallying up, and look at now, as you see, with all these closed days, we have this high, and this high. You see, look, there's money just sitting right here. So they might spike it up and go that way. But we are at a 50 on the fib. So, and we did hit the July open nicely. So, they might skip this for a later time. We don't know, right? But as of now, we're sort of still looking for higher prices in general. But it might fizzle out soon because it does look weak here. And it might come down and, again, take this objective, or just, kind of fizzle out that way. So we'll see as time goes. But you do got to pay attention to price as it's happening daily. If I was to just look more deeper here, we do have a lot of money sitting in here, unbalanced price here. So I can see price coming up and, at least halfway and getting into this imbalance, and then taking out these lows, because now we have close lows there. And if you look down here, We got an imbalance sitting in between these candles here. And then again, we have that daily imbalance sitting here. So we could see price kind of coming down like this and then going up, or we'll see as it goes. But as of now, you want to take your trades as, you know, as the day comes, right? So, all right, I hope this helps. Take care. God bless.